Killed him.
Nice.
Hi guys, it's Matthias. And yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? Sorry about that. Hope you're all doing good. Me, I'm still alive and kicking. And even though you see me playing Battlefield in this video, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about, well, as the title suggests, something different. They closed the door, but I'm gonna open it. Get fucking wrecked.
Oh, he doesn't. He likes you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I miss those days. Remember how much fun we had? I wonder if there's ever gonna be a good Battlefield again. It kind of feels distant now, but well, it's probably gonna happen eventually. So now lately I've been spending basically all my time with the new upcoming crypto games there are so many of them. I've been mostly focusing on a few games. Among them, a game called Defi Land that is soon to be launched, or well, the beta phase is basically over in a week or two, and the play-to-earn aspect of that game is going to be rolled out in a few different phases within, well, early April, I would say. If you want to check this out, the links are in the description. Please use my referral link, of course. And the reason why I was so interested in Defi Land from the get-go was because this is a game with a functionality. This is actually a game that functions basically like a decentralized exchange, or you have a decentralized exchange within the game on the Solana network. Or, well, technically it's a bit more complicated than that, but you don't need to know all that. Instead, it's very easy to use, and it could very well be the pathway into DeFi for a lot of you guys, and especially into the Solana network, and later also other networks on the blockchain. So yeah, this is what Defi Land looks like, or at least my farm. So yes, you can tell this is a farm simulator, and the play-to-earn aspect of it is going to start just a couple of weeks after I'm making this video, maybe even sooner actually. And yes, the reason why I was so hyped about this game when I heard about it is that this is actually a well, it functions as a decentralized exchange within the game, so you can manage all your assets on the Solana network within the game, and that's what's so fascinating about it. And all you need to do is to click on market here. You see instantly it aggregates radium and orca in this case, and here you have in my case I have Polis, that's from Star Atlas, maybe you've heard about it. DFL, that's the in-game token of Defi Land. You have radium here, and this is the coin of the Solana network, Sol. So yeah, and of course, being that this is the blockchain and all, this is what is so amazing about it, is that this blue character that you see here, that is actually an NFT or an in-game asset of a different game, a completely different game that I just put here on the billboard. And this game is called Synergy Land. It's currently in development, and the moment I have something to show you from the beta or alpha or early access or whatever, I will show you that also. But this highlights how amazing the blockchain and cryptocurrency is, with the fact that I'm actually showing you an in-game asset of another game within this game. And up here to the right we have a few NFTs that I'll be using in Defi Land. For example, this fishing rod and this gun, and a few more assets here. So yeah, I'll be talking more about this in a number of upcoming videos, hopefully in the near future. So yeah, as you may or may not know, cryptocurrency, blockchain, NFTs and all that is very controversial among quite a number of people, and especially among gamers. Maybe I should say some gamers, because I can't really tell if this is something that is different in different genres. Me, I play first-person shooter AAA title games, that's my genre, and among us AAA title gamers, blockchain gaming and cryptocurrency and so on is very frowned upon, and I've been trying to figure out why that is. Now, blockchain gamers, on the other hand, are totally all convinced that gaming is going to move over to the blockchain eventually, and the main reason for that is that we gamers, of course, want to own our own assets, and why not make a little bit of money while playing the games we love and enjoy so much. And that argument sounds very, very good, but besides a lot of gamers being against this for ideological reasons, what gamers also feel like is this is going to be just another way of squeezing money out of gamers that are already paying a lot of money for games that, as of lately, we've been very, very disappointed with. I've been spending a lot of time with crypto gamers the last few months, and I've come to realize that whenever people talk about gamers, normally they actually do talk about AAA title gamers. You can read into it if you follow the discussions, and one of the things that I've come to realize is that most of these crypto enthusiasts, when they start talking about AAA titles, it's quite clear that they don't even actually know what that is. Oh, get fucking wrecked! Yeah, imagine if we will ever see a game like Battlefield 1 again. Imagine if we will see it on the blockchain. Now that would be something. I guess we'll have to wait a few years for that. Now I gotta say, being a traditional gamer as I am, and spending all this time with crypto enthusiasts and play-to-earn games and crypto games and so on, I really do see the difference in mentality, the difference in, well, should I say, why there is such a massive big abyss between these two big communities. And yeah, I feel sometimes like I'm standing with one foot on each side of the Grand Canyon, and yeah, down there is the Colorado River, and you have this massive big gap between these two communities, traditional gamers, blockchain gamers, and they just don't understand one another. Now, first and foremost, if you are into blockchain gaming and you're wondering why it's why gamers are so anti-crypto gaming, and that is mainly because we are now so very sick of empty promises and hyped up projects that are nothing but unfinished garbage that is hyped up to the moon with actually nothing to show for once the game is actually out. For example, do you guys remember the game No Man's Sky? No? You don't remember? Well, neither does anyone else, basically. It was so pumped up. It was gonna be the new big thing. It was the top game on Twitch whenever it came out. It was all about getting into your spaceship and exploring a galaxy full of planets where you gather assets, and you can use that for crafting and selling on the market and so on and so forth. Turns out people figured out that all they needed to do was to go to the closest planet over and over and over again and sell that asset, and then use that money to buy the other assets. So there was no reason to explore this big vast universe that the game developers had created. And the game just died, and now basically nobody knows about it. We traditional gamers have seen so many false promises, so much garbage over the last few years, and I gotta say, at least the AAA title genre of gaming, it's been a declining industry over the last 5 years or so, where the games are just getting worse and worse for every year. Now me, on a personal level, I believe that crypto gaming or blockchain technology is one of the ways to solve this. I am positive about that, but I do understand the arguments against it. And again, the argument is that they're going to use blockchain and NFT and crypto as a way of squeezing out more money from people that just want to enjoy playing a good game. Now, another side of this is when you get deep into blockchain technology, or, well, crypto gaming, metaverse and all that stuff. You've probably heard the terminology. One of the things is that you have a lot of people that wants to hype a project for the sake of just hyping the project. And the main motivation for most people is that they are invested in the game. They have bought some NFTs or some tokens in the upcoming game, and they really just want this to be, they just want their assets to appreciate. And this is a very, very negative aspect of crypto gaming, where sometimes a lot of the people that seem to be interested in the game, they're only interested in giving the impression of people being really, really interested in the game so that they can sell at a higher price than they bought in, only to move on, because a lot of these people are not interested in the game in the first place. And yes, there is a lot of traditional gamers that are fully aware of this, and they understand the risk and the problems with games being developed for the sole purpose of just making money rather than making a good game. Now you might be wondering, what is it that gamers actually want? If they are so negative towards NFT gaming, what is it they are looking for? What could be better, or what could be done in order to win over traditional gamers to the blockchain gaming? Well, the answer is actually very, very simple. Gamers want good games, and good games the last few years have been around in very, very short supply. Unless you are interested in the Battle Royale genre of shooters, well, there has been basically nothing for several years now. Battlefield 1, this game that you see here, it was released in 2016, and at least my community have been massively disappointed with the two later titles in this franchise, not to mention games like Cyberpunk, what was it, 2077 something. And I think it's pretty safe to say that if there's any way that any game developer would be able to win over traditional gamers into Web3, blockchain, DeFi and all that with a game, well, the way to do it is with a good game. That's all we want in the long run. You could ask basically any gamer out there, all we really want is good games. It sounds simple when you explain it, but for whatever reason this has become harder and harder and harder for every year that is passing by. Shouldn't I? I want to loot them.
Scratched your baby up pretty bad. Sorry, V.
It's okay. It can wait. Let's just focus on getting home.
Yeah, that is that's another game that I pre-ordered because I was so hyped for it, only to say that I will never ever pre-order a game ever again. And well, it's not like I've done that mistake multiple times in the past. Now, one of the things that you need to be very, very careful about if you decide to join some of these communities, especially since most of these communities are they're communicating on Discord, is scams. You have to be wary of scams. They are basically everywhere, but once you know about it, almost all the patterns and the way they do it are quite predictable nowadays, at least for me. So you just have to be very, very careful. Don't ever trust anyone. If anybody contacts you saying that they are admin or something like that, it is a scam. It's always a scam. No admins will ever contact you first, ever. They make a big point of that. So yeah, just be careful about those things. What is also important to understand as a traditional gamer is that when these games are in development, you as part of the community will normally have access to footage and even some early access beta testing or alpha early access or some such, long before you would normally have access to the game if you were compare it with an actual AAA title. And again, with a AAA title thing, whatever is called AAA title within blockchain gaming is much, much lower quality AAA title than what we traditional AAA title gamers are used to. They just have a much lower bar. I'm not saying that to offend anyone, I'm not saying that to be provocative or anything, and I'm sure that I'm stepping on some people's toes here, but that's just a fact. AAA title games, when it comes to blockchain gaming, they probably need at least a couple of years before they can catch up Maybe I'm wrong about that. I hope I'm wrong about that. But that's my experience so far. Again, that being said, whatever I've seen, whatever I tried out, it is of course in a much earlier stage than when I would normally play a AAA title. So yes, my friends, I am still here. Gaming is still a thing. I'm looking for the new, cool, interesting, fun game to play, stream and make videos about. Might be a multiple amount of games, who knows. But yeah, for now I'm taking an quite long pause from streaming and videos for the time being. I think maybe I actually do need it, because it became a little bit too much for a while there, especially during Battlefield 1, and with the frustration of Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 2042, yeah, I guess I just need a little bit of distance. But we'll get back to normal before you know it, and I hope I will see you guys soon, and thank you all for watching.
You need some healing?
Oh yes, please, thank you very much!
There's one more here.
Oh yeah.